Hello there, and welcome back to another episode of our Dragon Age the Veilguard Let's Play. My name is SlytherinKnight, and I'm so happy you could join me. So in today's episode, we're going to be doing some more side questing, but before we get into that, we do have a couple of conversations to get to. One for Tosh, one for Balara. I'm sure those will be good. You can see that this is new. This is new as well. We'll go ahead and go pick this up as well. I have a feeling this is a notice saying, hey, there are some other high dragons out in the world, out in Thedas, that you could go kill. So I assume that's what this is. So, because I know there's an achievement in the game to kill all of the high dragons in the game. So that's what I assume this is. So we'll pick it up just to see what it is. And then after that, we'll probably do Imric. Yeah, I think we'll do Imric next. But anyway, like I said, let's go ahead and do some conversations. Let's talk to Tosh first, since we just did their quest. So let's see what they have to say.
This is where we eat.
Oh,
I see.
right.
Shathan, it's good to see you again.
My child wished to show me where she now lived.
I made food.
This might get kind of heavy, just a
Here.
heads up.
Armada Special. It's what the pirates eat when they come to port.
This is too rich for me. Perhaps you could prepare some vegetables.
Fine.
A few weeks in your company, and my child has lost what little civility she had.
Oh, you want to go this way? I don't really like any. No, that's not my problem. We adventurously know this is civilized. I guess we'll go this way, because that's not quite what I want to say, right?
We actually eat dishes from all over. Lucanus has introduced us to demon hair pasta.
True.
And Balara made challah cakes.
So my child respects every culture except her own. This is what I face for removing her from the Qun.
Ooh, here's where we go. I don't really want to get confronted. I don't want to start a fight. Tosh is trying. She's really not, though, because I told her not to. I told them not to. Jeez, I am really bad at that. I apologize.
It's not Taj's fault you came to Ravane.
No, it is mine. I was never taught how to be a mother. Under the Qun, children are raised by those suited to such pursuits. I trained as a scholar. I was taught to think critically, to analyze without passion, and correct mistakes. You need not tell me that I am an inadequate mother. I am aware.
Then why did you leave?
When I see my child in danger, I act.
Here, vegetables.
Thank you.
So, I'm non-binary.
Come right out and
What
say
does
it.
that mean?
It means I don't feel like a man or a woman.
If you are neither a man nor a woman, then what are you?
Non-binary. I just said, and I'm going to use they instead of she from now on.
If this is because I have criticized your dress or your manners...
It isn't!
Under the Qun, the term for one whose gender does not match the one given to them at birth was a Qunathlok. Perhaps you are like that.
Why do you have to keep picking at it? Why can't you just be happy for me?
Evatash, Chakra Toebra.
So I'm supposed to struggle with who I am? Even if I don't feel like I fit, even if I feel wrong?
No, you misunderstood.
Then say it better! Why am I never enough for you?
I will go. Thank you for inviting me to your home. Panahedan.
What do we say here? She needs time. I don't like her. I'm sorry. She's wrong. She's not really... She didn't really say anything was wrong, though. She tried to give an example of what... I don't know. She's trying to understand. I feel like she's trying to understand it her own way. So I'm going to say she needs time.
This is just new for her. You need some time?
No. It's okay.
Tosh.
I'm not hiding anymore. How she takes it is her problem.
You sure?
Yeah. Come on. Don't let food go to waste.
I get the feeling her mother, their mother, God, I am really bad at that. I apologize. That Tosh's mother will come around because her mother did give an example of what, or of something that exists within the Qun, but I don't know. I'm gonna go ahead and just move on. That is kind of how I expected that conversation to go. Anyway, let's move on to Balara. I doubt this will be any less heavy, since I assume it might have to do with her brother.
She felt it all over.
Wait, what?
Her attraction to
Oh,
the
no.
hero. A powerful but properly contained tingle. Nearly exquisite.
No.
Properly contained. No, sounds bad. Okay, cut the middle line. Much more natural.
What are you working on?
Oh! Look, I didn't see you. What did you hear?
Something scandalous. Something good. I want to compliment her.
Not sure what it was, but it sounded pretty good.
Oh, really? Well, thank you. Nev found me more cereals. I've read them, all of them, multiple times. And I thought maybe I could try it, writing my own, I mean. Not like Varric Tethrist, but my own sort of thing. For me, and people like me. Something to focus on, besides Syrian and all of that. And you know, you're also interesting, it helps for inspiration.
Interesting is certainly a word we could use.
But it works. You're fighting ancient gods and everything. And you know the rest. It's impressive.
Excuse me.
What you've done, I mean, brought everyone together. You're a good person. Really.
Being around good people helps. That's the thing about a team. Everyone brings everyone else up.
That's what they taught me. The Veil Jumpers, I mean. A team's only as good as its weakest link, so you make them stronger. Like you do, with all of us. So, keep being that kind of person. One everyone can look up to. Anyways, thanks, Rook. I'll talk to you later. Gotta finish this scene.
Just a quick little look. That's not what I was expecting. Yeah, I wasn't expecting that. But we'll take it. Alright. Now, let's go ahead and go pick up that quest that doesn't actually belong to a person, to someone. And then we'll check, and then I'll check again to see if there are any other conversations that have popped up. Kind of doubt it, but
Thanks again for talking with me. Being non-binary feels good. And so does being more Ravani. Feels good to just own it.
good. I'm happy. I am happy for you, Tosh. Okay. Yeah. Oh no, it's that guy. Right. That's not good. Another dragon. No, we just fought a dragon in the last episode. Let's focus on someone else at the moment. like I said, let's look into Imric. Let's see what he's got. Or yeah, no, let's talk to Imric. All right, Imric, what's up?
Do you remember, Rook, when I mentioned
Yes.
another ceremony I must perform at the Memorial Gardens? The time has come. I was hoping you'd accompany me again.
More grave lighting?
No, this would be a more personal visit. Whenever you've time.
Probably to his parents, I would believe. Or something else. Arrangements is what it's called. Okay. Yeah, let's go ahead and go take care of this. Probably... I'm trying to piece out, like, what order we're going to be doing these in. But anyway, obviously we're going to have Imric on the team. Who else can... Yeah, you detonate Overwhelm. You detonate... Yeah. I'm trying to think of, like, who's an actual good match for Imric. Tosh detonates Weakened. I'm not sure she would appreciate this, though. Then again, this is kind of a one-on-one thing, so it's not going to matter. We'll just take Harding. Oops. Yeah, we'll just take Harding. This will be more of a one-on-one type conversation quest, so I'm not too worried about who our second companion is. Alright, down to the Memorial Gardens, which is, yep, down this way. Wait, I have a... Yeah, we're all the way down here, okay. Say, I have a teleporter. Or beacon, that's what they're called, beacons. That's what they're called. Alright, let's see what this is. Again, I assume it's just going to be kind of a walk-around conversation. But let's see. It's an outing. Gotcha.
Now, what do you have to say for yourself?
Uh-oh.
Did I miss something?
Since we're here to gather flowers for the dead, I thought I'd teach Manfred some plant names. But I just caught him attempting to wade into a rose bush.
Emric, how could you stay annoyed at that face?
Oh, that's not what I meant.
Skull.
Oh, Manfred. Whatever will happen to you if I pass on?
If?
Ah, there's something I'd like to talk about. Do you know what a lich is, Rook?
Lich. That's Old Teveen for corpse, isn't it?
A lich is a mage transformed into one of the undead while retaining their true, original consciousness. The idea fascinated me when I was younger. For years, I researched and experimented, spoke with spirits and mages. Then, eventually, I found them.
Who?
The Lich Lords of the Grand Necropolis. Necromancers before me who'd transformed themselves into true living dead.
Oh. Well, honestly, he must have been excited. But that sounds like what the other individual was doing, the one with the ghost lantern. Like what she has partially done. But
Well, not everyone gets to meet their idols.
Oh, but I was nervous. The Liches are the great protectors of the necropolis, bulwarks against forces that threaten creation. After years of tests and rituals, they granted me my desire, the right to attempt lichdom.
I mean, I want to support him because my own preconceptions about liches are not good. You know, in most forms of media, they are not good. They're evil. I'm looking at you, Vecna. But in the realm of Navir and the Grand Necropolis and whatnot, you know, necromancy is not a bad thing. So, I mean, it can be used for evil, but it's not necessarily a bad thing. So, yeah, congratulations, I think.
Well, that's great for a necromancer, right?
It is a singular opportunity.
Good.
Lichdom is an incredible honor. Immortality, prestige, the most hallowed ranks of the Watchers, as well as a chance to be of service past my allotted years. But there are considerations. Come, we have flowers to gather for the dead.
Okay, but I've got questions.
Blue creepvine. This will do nicely.
Emmerich, aren't most undead just random spirits inside corpses?
Liches are different. It wouldn't be a spirit acting in my name. My true consciousness would be housed in my departed flesh.
How?
The Order must keep some secrets. Moon blossoms, famed in verse and song.
Smells like perfume. Do liches have a sense of smell?
I've been told that while some of my senses will dull, others will become available. Other than that, I can't say if the flowers would still hold their bloom for me. Lichdom serves a purpose. There are dark things in creation, threats to both our world and the Fade. The Liches of the Necropolis have the insight and the abilities to oppose them.
And you're joining them when?
Certain elements have held me back.
He probably has to die and then be resurrected, in a way. And Emmerich has a deep psychological fear of his own death. So, that's probably what's going on.
There's no ready instructions for Lichdom. The steps must be discovered on one's own over years to be fully understood.
Does the spell to become a lich kill you, or do you have to...
No, mercifully, that falls to another Watcher. After my death, my soul will be drawn back into my body instead of moving on to whatever lies beyond.
So yeah, you still have to die. You don't have to take your own life, but you still have to die. And yet Emmerich is paralyzed by that fear of death, of his own death. Understandable, truly, but...
So, what's holding you back from Lichdom?
Even with all my preparations, there's a chance I could die, permanently, during the rites. What cowardice! A promise of immortality, an end to all my fears, and the final veil stays my hand.
That's reasonable. Lots of people are afraid of dying.
Is it? When it keeps me from what I most desire? Traditionally, candidates for Lichdom face one final sifting of the soul. If they avoid it, you saw my old colleague.
Right.
Hezenkos. She's a lich.
A half-lich, though that hasn't diminished her powers. Until I stop her plans, I won't possess the peace of mind for Lichdom. Why don't you select the next flowers, Rook?
Sure. So what's a half-lich exactly?
Johanna attempted the rites of Lichdom and failed. Stuck in her in-between state, she is supremely dangerous, but can't learn any new magic.
No wonder Hezenkos was shouting so much.
No, she's always been that way.
What about the sifting of a soul that Hezenkos avoided?
The spirits of the necropolis judge whether a candidate is worthy of the power and responsibility of lichdom.
How'd she become a lich without it?
I shared some knowledge when we were colleagues. She apparently put together more than I knew. It would be just like her to skip the rituals, the cleansings, the preparations of the soul.
For a watcher, Hezenkos is pretty harsh on spirits.
We made allowances because of her discoveries. Too many. Spirits are not things to be disposed of.
You really care about them.
They're so susceptible to the world's whims, Rook. Some spirits are dangerous, but how quickly most respond to a bit of kindness or care, or simple attempt to understand. For all she's done, I can't condemn Johanna for attempting lichdom. That freedom from mortality, that divorce from fear. And of course, time to read all of one's books.
Every mage's dream.
But how she's abused her abilities. Are my intentions enough to fare better?
Worrying's a good sign.
And so where's this last set of flowers? No, I mean seriously, where's the last set of flowers? I mean, their conversation was incredibly interesting, and it's a take on lichdom that I actually I really like the idea of it. You know, that being a lich doesn't mean you have to be some evil. You know. Okay, where the heck? No, there they are.
We have enough flowers. There's something I'd like to show you.
Perhaps his own family's tomb?
Here we are.
Oh, so these flowers are for...
Yes. If you could place them on the graves, please.
His parents.
In memory of Rupert and Eleonora Volkaren. They walk eternity hand in hand.
After I became a watcher, I erected a proper shrine to my parents. When I come to talk, I like to think they listen. Well, don't be shy. Introduce yourself.
Rook, it's a pleasure. Do you remember your parents?
Some memories are bright. Others are akin to those dim, early morning dreams one gets sometimes. Lately, I wondered what they'd think of our current course, the choices ahead.
Your lichdom?
What would they have wanted me to be?
I can tell you what I think they'd want you to be.
What's that?
Happy. You could always speak with your folks, couldn't you?
My parents last saw me as a boy. By the time I mastered my corpse whispering, I was a man. If I woke them, there might be a flash of recognition, or... Besides, if I speak to too many other spirits, Manfred might grow jealous.
Can't have that.
He'd be impossible, I agree.
I don't know what he should do, to be honest. I mean, really, I don't know what he should do. I mean, again, the way the game is describing lichdom, people out of Navarra City would probably turn their nose up to it as, you know, a terrifying kind of scary concept, but I don't know. I just do not know. All right, what else do we got? We're at 25 minutes. I could probably wrap things up here. Before I do, we'll head back to the lighthouse just to see if there is anything left, anything that needs to be picked up, any conversations to be had. Oh, a missive. Oh yeah, because we helped them with the dragon. Gotcha. Nice. All right. I was gonna check the map. Doesn't look like. Oh no, Lucanus has something. Let's go talk to Lucanus. Because I remember Lucanus saying that Emmerich was willing to help him with spite. So speaking to him now might open up a continuation of his quest line as well. So let's go ahead and get this out of the way, and then I'll wrap things up.
Is that Zara Renata? This place isn't big enough to keep every corpse you guys find.
Zara spoke to Ilario before she died. Emmerich can talk to the dead. I have to know.
I wouldn't have offered my skills if I thought it was unsafe. Let flame rekindle your sight. Let breath and light rise again. Tell us about Ilario della Morte.
Martyrs. He fooled us both.
Elaborate.
You took what he wanted most in this world. More than coin, pleasure, family.
The title of First Talon.
Jealousy is a powerful motivator.
I thought he cared enough to grant me a quick death. Why imprison me and risk everything?
An improvisation on this one's part. You had too much potential to die so young.
And Katerina? Did Ilario hire you to kill her?
No.
Ilario used blood magic to control spite. How? He's not a mage.
Our risen god gives many gifts.
Elganon? Ilario's working with Elganon.
Her spirit strong. Haste would be appreciated.
Let her go. We've heard enough.
I'm sorry, Lucanus.
So am I.
What are you going to do?
Take away everything from him.
Oh, that sounds ominous. Alright. I haven't headed up these stairs in a while. Maybe there's some codex entries? No, it doesn't look like it. Alright. Well, we can check one more time. Nope, we are good. It looks like we have Harding, Davrin, and Niv to work with. I don't believe anything else would have popped up by now. Yeah, we have the Storm Rider to deal with, but we can do that later. Alright, doesn't look like there is anything else at the moment, so I'm going to go ahead and wrap things up here. In the next episode, we'll be taking on, I'm going to say, Niv. We're going to do Niv's quest. I'm kind of saving, I'm saving both Harding and Davern for later just because, well, I don't really know why, to be honest. But anyway, like I said, in the next episode, we'll be focusing on Niv. And if it ends up being a kind of a shorter one, like Imric's was, just a conversation, just a walkabout, maybe we'll do another. I'll have to think about it. But anyway, if you enjoyed this episode, which I do sincerely hope you did, please feel free to hit that thumbs up button down below. And if you happen to be new to the channel, hello, welcome, and please do consider subscribing. And to stay up to date for whenever new content is released, don't forget to hit that bell icon after you subscribe. But other than that, thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. And I will see you all next time.